Lark Voorhies captivated audiences in the 90s as the stylish, sassy, and lovable Lisa Turtle from the hit show Saved by the Bell. Known for her signature laugh and impeccable sense of fashion, Lisa Turtle was a fan favorite, a rich girl with a heart of gold. But behind the glamorous character that millions adored, Lark Voorhies' personal life was far from perfect. Lark's portrayal of Lisa was unique. She wasn't just a one-dimensional character. She was fashionable, funny, and a central part of the gang's dynamic. Lark stayed with the show until it ended in 1993, and even after Saved by the Bell, she continued to play Lisa in spin-offs and specials. Today, we uncover the heartbreaking journey of Lark Voorhies, the rise, the fall, and the mental health struggles that took her away from Hollywood. The rise of a TV icon. Lark Voorhies began her rise to stardom in 1988 when she was cast as Lisa Turtle in Disney's Good Morning, Miss Bliss. Although the show was short-lived, NBC picked it up, rebranded it as Saved by the Bell, and Lisa quickly became a beloved character. Lisa Turtle wasn't just a rich, fashionable girl of the group. Lark brought depth to the character, making Lisa witty, loyal, and central to the gang's dynamic. As one of the few African-American characters in a predominantly white cast, Lisa was a trailblazer, becoming an icon for many young viewers. Lark's portrayal of Lisa was also groundbreaking for her bold fashion choices. Lisa was always ahead of the curve, wearing the trendiest outfits and setting 90s fashion trends. Her style, confidence, and personality made her one of the most memorable characters on television. After Saved by the Bell ended in 1993, Lark continued to reprise her role in various spin-offs, including Saved by the Bell, The College Years, and The New Class. During the 90s, Lark's career expanded with guest appearances on shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and roles in soap operas, such as Days of Our Lives and The Bold and the Beautiful. Her versatility as an actress made her one of the most recognized faces in the industry. By the mid-90s, Lark had achieved widespread fame. Her talent and dedication made her a favorite with fans and peers alike, and she was often featured in magazines as one of Hollywood's rising stars. But as Lark's star continued to rise, challenges began to emerge. Her on-screen success couldn't protect her from the personal and professional struggles that would soon come to light. The end of a fairy tale. In 1993, Lark Voorhies' personal life took a devastating turn. She had become engaged to popular comedian Martin Lawrence, and what seemed like a fairy tale romance quickly unraveled in the most public and painful way possible. Without warning, Martin Lawrence publicly announced his engagement to another woman on live television during an appearance on the Arsenio Hall show. Lark was blindsided by the revelation. What should have been a private and respectful parting instead became a highly publicized scandal that humiliated her on a national stage. Making matters worse, allegations of abuse surfaced during the breakup. Lark's Saved by the Bell co-star, Dustin Diamond, later revealed that the emotional toll of the broken engagement left her deeply traumatized. Lark's relationship with Martin had already been turbulent, but the public betrayal and the surrounding allegations marked the beginning of a downward spiral for the actress. After the scandal, Lark's presence in Hollywood began to noticeably fade. Her once bustling career seemed to slow, and the roles that had once been plentiful became scarce. As the mid-90s rolled on, Lark struggled to maintain her once bright career, making only sporadic appearances in minor roles on television. While many of her peers continued to climb the Hollywood ladder, Lark was retreating from the spotlight. By the time the 2000s arrived, the actress who had once been a beloved TV icon had nearly disappeared from public view altogether. Her few roles during this period, including appearances in films like How High and smaller television gigs, were overshadowed by the rumors of her personal struggles. Fans who had grown up watching Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell were left wondering what had happened to the once prominent star. But the real shock came when Lark reemerged into the public eye nearly a decade later, and fans could barely recognize her. In a 2012 interview, Lark's appearance and behavior stunned viewers, sparking concerns about her health and well-being. The radiant and confident young woman from Saved by the Bell seemed lost, replaced by someone who was visibly struggling. As the world speculated about what had gone wrong, it became clear that Lark Voorhies was facing a battle far more complex than anyone had imagined. A troubling return to the spotlight. In 2012, Lark Voorhies returned to the public eye, but not in the way fans had hoped. Instead of making headlines for a comeback role, it was her strange appearance and behavior during a promotional interview that sparked concern across the media and among her fans. Speculation swirled about what had happened to the once vibrant star. Some wondered if she was suffering from a serious illness, with many pointing to lupus as a possible cause due to the changes in her physical appearance. However, her representatives quickly denied those claims. During the interview, Lark's behavior was noticeably disjointed. Her speech was erratic. She frequently paused mid-sentence, and her overall demeanor seemed distracted. For many, the bubbly, sharp-witted actress they had adored on Saved by the Bell was barely recognizable. Fans who had grown up watching her were deeply unsettled, wondering if something more serious was wrong. The concerns were further amplified when Lark's mother, Trisha Voorhies, stepped forward to offer some clarity. Trisha revealed that Lark had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a mental health condition that can cause extreme mood swings, erratic behavior, and difficulty managing daily life. According to Trisha, the decline of Lark's career had taken a significant toll on her mental health, and finding effective treatment for her condition had proven to be a difficult and ongoing struggle. It was a heartbreaking contrast. The once lively and fashion-forward star, whose portrayal of Lisa Turtle had inspired so many, was now struggling with mental health challenges that were playing out in the public eye. Her vibrant personality had been overshadowed by years of personal struggles, and her infrequent public appearances only seemed to emphasize how much she had changed. Despite the attempts to provide explanations, Lark's appearances only fueled more questions and concerns. Her interviews were uncomfortable to watch, and it was clear that she was not in a good place mentally or emotionally. While some media outlets focused on the sensational aspects of her story, others urged empathy, recognizing the real struggle behind the erratic behavior. As Lark's public appearances became fewer and farther between, it was clear that her journey was far from the glamorous life of a Hollywood star. Her reemergence left many fans heartbroken and hopeful that she could find peace and recovery, but it also underscored the harsh realities of fame and the toll it can take on those who are unprepared for its darker side. Each time Lark returned to the public eye, it seemed her situation had grown more complex, with her mental health struggles taking center stage in a way no one could have predicted. Tumultuous relationships and legal battles. In 2015, Lark Voorhies once again found herself in the spotlight, this time for her whirlwind and controversial marriage to a man named Jimmy Green. The two had met through Facebook, and after a brief online courtship, they secretly tied the knot in a low-profile ceremony in Las Vegas. However, what seemed like a new chapter in her life quickly unraveled when troubling details about Jimmy's past emerged. Shortly after their wedding, the media uncovered a series of alarming facts about Jimmy Green's criminal history. He had a record of legal troubles, including allegations that he was a member of the Bloods gang, a well-known street gang involved in various criminal activities. These revelations sent shockwaves through both the public and Lark's personal life, raising serious concerns about her safety and well-being. Cut to clips of legal documents and court footage detailing the restraining order filed by Lark's mother. Lark's mother, Trisha Voorhies, quickly took action. Within just days of the wedding, she filed a restraining order against Jimmy, claiming that he was a dangerous influence and a threat to their family. According to Trisha, Jimmy had been throwing up gang signs during heated arguments and was becoming increasingly unstable. She feared that he was taking advantage of Lark's vulnerable mental state, especially given her ongoing struggles with bipolar disorder. Trisha's legal filing painted a concerning picture. Not only was Jimmy a potential threat to Lark, but there were reports that he was refusing to leave their home. In one disturbing incident, Trisha claimed to have found Jimmy asleep in a closet, despite the agreement that he would leave the house each night. The judge granted the restraining order, forcing Jimmy to stay 100 yards away from Lark and her family. Clip of Lark in an interview. looking confused and uncertain as she responds to questions about her marriage. Despite the mounting evidence against him, Lark appeared disconnected from the seriousness of the situation. In interviews, she downplayed the concerns raised by her mother and even defended Jimmy, insisting that everything was fine between them. Her responses seemed disjointed, and many feared that Lark's mental health struggles were clouding her judgment. It was a stark contrast to the confident and witty actress fans remember from her Saved by the Bell days. By October of that same year, the marriage had fallen apart as quickly as it had begun. Lark filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The public watched in shock as the once hopeful union dissolved under a cloud of legal battles and media scrutiny. In her divorce filing, Lark made it clear that she wanted no further connection to Jimmy. She requested that the court deny him any spousal support and sought to sever ties entirely. However, the drama didn't end there. Shortly after the divorce proceedings began, Jimmy made headlines again when he attempted to shop around a sex tape featuring him and Lark, claiming that she had agreed to the recording. Lark, through her representatives, vehemently denied the existence of such a tape, stating that she had no knowledge of any recordings, let alone consented to them. This final scandal further cemented the toxic nature of Lark and Jimmy's relationship. While Lark attempted to move on from the marriage and focus on her recovery, the public nature of their legal battles and Jimmy's continued efforts to capitalize on the situation made it difficult for her to regain her privacy. By the end of 2015, Lark's marriage to Jimmy Green was officially over, but the scars from the relationship would linger. It was another chapter in a series of public struggles that had taken a toll on Lark's once promising career. For fans who had grown up watching her, it was difficult to reconcile the Lark of the past with the one embroiled in these personal and legal dramas. With her tumultuous relationship behind her, Lark once again retreated from the spotlight, leaving fans to wonder if she would ever return to the happy, confident actress they remembered. Public rants and a disappearing act. Following her tumultuous divorce from Jimmy Green, Lark Voorhies found herself once again in the spotlight, but this time for all the wrong reasons. In the aftermath of her public separation, Lark took to social media to post a series of bizarre and often disturbing rants. These posts shocked fans as she made wild accusations against well-known figures in Hollywood, including comedian Bill Cosby and her former fiancé, Martin Lawrence. Both men were accused of abuse in Lark's posts, further deepening the public's concern for her mental well-being. Lark's social media activity didn't stop there. She also posted inflammatory comments about her own ethnicity, claiming she wasn't black. Statements that left both fans and the media confused and concerned. The comments were seen as another sign that Lark was still struggling with her mental health, and they only added to the ongoing questions about her well-being. To many, these outbursts seemed completely out of character for the beloved actress they had grown up watching on Saved by the Bell. However, Lark soon attempted to distance herself from the backlash. In a later interview, she claimed that her social media accounts had been hacked and that the post did not reflect her true feelings or beliefs. Despite these claims, the damage had already been done. The public, still reeling from her erratic behavior during earlier interviews, was left wondering if this was just another chapter in her ongoing struggle with mental illness. Fans, who had long admired Lark for her portrayal of the stylish and witty Lisa Turtle, were left heartbroken and worried. Many took to social media themselves, expressing their concerns and pleading for her to get the help she needed. While some were sympathetic, others were skeptical of her hacking claims, believing that Lark's behavior was another manifestation of her mental health challenges. Since those troubling posts, Lark has once again retreated from the public eye. She has maintained a low profile in Hollywood, avoiding major events and interviews. However, based on recent Instagram posts, Lark appears to be in a better place. Her photos show her looking healthier and more composed, suggesting that she may have found some stability in her life. Though Lark's current appearance is a far cry from the troubled actress the public saw in 2012, her absence from major Saved by the Bell reunions and Hollywood events has left fans wondering if she'll ever fully return to the entertainment industry. While her health seems to have improved, Lark has continued to remain distant from the projects and co-stars that first brought her fame. For now, Lark Voorhies seems content to live life out of the spotlight, away from the pressures of Hollywood. But her fans will always hold on to hope that one day she might make a triumphant return, bringing back a glimpse of the joy and charisma she once shared with the world. The Lark Voorhies we remember as Lisa Turtle was once a vibrant and lively presence on screen. But over the years, her real-life struggles have overshadowed the fame she once enjoyed. From broken relationships to mental health battles, Lark's journey has been filled with challenges. While her story is one of heartbreak, we can only hope that Lark finds peace and healing in her personal life. Perhaps one day, she'll make a triumphant return to the screen, stronger and healthier than ever. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more stories about the untold lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars.